Hey guys, my name is Teacher Megan, and today I wanted to talk to you about makeup for VIP Kid teachers. And I have a little bit of experience doing some beauty blogging and vlogging, so I thought I would share some tips. It is a little silly to talk about makeup, but I love makeup. I enjoy putting it on. And we have these tiny little small boxes where the students can see us, and it's not always the most flattering thing. You've got different webcams, different lighting, and sometimes it helps just to make your face a little brighter and a little more defined. So this is my makeup today after teaching classes. I touched up my powder just a little bit before doing this, but this is a few hours of wear you've got here. And I just want to go over a few of the products that I use and like, and some tips to help you perfect your makeup look for your classes. It doesn't have to take a lot of time, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. I mostly use drugstore type products. I do have some higher end products. I'll tell you what those are. But let's get started. So the first thing is your base layer or your foundation. I don't use any sort of primers. I'm talking about everyday makeup here. This is what I put on before I teach. So I'm not doing stage makeup or anything. So I just use a BB cream. It covers like a foundation, which a lot of BB creams don't do. Original BB creams from Asia, they do cover like foundations, and I was lucky to find one that you can get in the States. This is hydroxytone anti-aging BB cream. Unfortunately, I can't find this here in France where I live, so I stock up on it when I go home. But this is got SPF 40, which is good, and it's for all skin types. I use the color light. It only comes in 3 colors, so this is not good for people who have dark skin tones. Anyway, I apply it with a beauty blending sponge. This is a generic sponge I got on Amazon. I actually like the texture of the generic ones better because they're not as firm. And I moisten it and dry it off a little bit and then apply the foundation all over. After that, I use a concealer underneath my eyes and on my trouble spots. I've got quite a few of them. And I use Revlon Photo Ready. You can see it's very well used and loved. And I can get this here in France, luckily. It does have a tiny little bit of reflection in it, but not so much that it bounces off of the light and accentuates anything. So I apply this with a Real Techniques brush. This brush is meant to be an eyeshadow brush, but I use it for my concealer because it gives it a nice, soft, smooth finish. So I just apply here, kind of almost down the sides of my nose too, and just blend, blend, blend. And then I also use it on my zits and stuff like that. And that's the base. The next thing I want to talk to you about is eyeshadow, or your eyes in general. Now, I highly suggest that for your VIP Kid makeup look, you avoid using anything with sparkle, shimmer, shine in it. You want to mattify your face, and that includes wearing matte eyeshadows and matte blushes as well. Luckily, matte is in style right now, so you can find it readily. The reason why I say this is because if you wear too much sparkle, it can glare. So it can make you look shinier than you really are. And it maybe it's just not as flattering, I don't think, to have a really shiny face. And especially with eyeshadow. So if you're using a really sparkly eyeshadow up here, over the course of the day, it's going to fall. And it's going to fall into these creases under your eyes. And it's actually going to end up making you look more tired. And so, a lot of VIP Kid teachers wake up really early in the morning. I don't know how you guys do it, but just making sure you mattify everything and use matte colors is really going to help eliminate some of that. So I choose browns and neutral colors for my eyeshadow, but play around with what you think looks best on you. For example, I cannot wear smoky grays. I can't really wear grays and blacks of any kind. I can wear black eyeliner and mascara, but eyeshadow, forget about it. It looks awful on me. I also can't wear mauves or pink, which is like really in style right now, the rose colored, pink colored stuff. Can't wear any of that. So I stick to browns. I can also wear greens and purples, but that's a little bit too out there for my classes, so I stick to browns. If I had a nice neutral purple, I might try that. Purple is universally flattering on everybody. So you could try to find like a close to neutral purple, might look good on you, but I think brown is a good place to start unless you know you look good in other colors. So I am wearing today something from an old Smashbox palette. This is not available anymore and it's quite pricey, but it's got some good stuff in it. And I'll just kind of show you the colors that I use just to get an idea, even though you probably can't get these exact colors. So I used this brown here, this brown all over my lid, and then this as a highlighter. There we go. So these three colors right here. And you can see after, it's not looking 100% perfect right now, but it's good enough for my classes. I guess it's good enough for this video. I didn't feel like redoing my makeup, and plus that wouldn't be realistic. We're talking about, you know, some everyday makeup that we can wear. I purchased this Makeup Revolution Ultra Eyeshadow Palette. It is all mattes. You can see the color selection here, and I really don't like it, so I don't recommend this product. I found the formula to be really dry, especially in comparison to that Smashbox colors, and look how similar everything is. I could not get any good definition with this. I mean, with the exception of these colors over here, which I already explained do not look good on me. This is the darkest brown I get, and that's like not dark at all. So I use this occasionally, but I would search around for other makeup palettes. Now, the reason why I got it is because I have this Makeup Revolution palette, which is a dupe for one of the Urban Decay's very famous neutral palettes. But this only has two matte eyeshadows, and these actually wear a little bit better than the other ones. So there's a difference in their formula for some reason. I really wanted the Urban Decay matte palette. It's really nice, but it's very expensive. I think it's $65. And I may reward myself at some point, but at this point, I'm just gonna make do with what I have. Okay, so I apply my eyeshadow, and then I use eyeliner. So I have, for my bottom lid, I use NYX. You're going to see a lot of NYX today. And this is eyebrow pencil. They come in tons of shades. I happen to use dark brown. And I have a lighter brown that I also use sometimes and a darker brown that I use sometimes. So I generally stick to brown. For everyday makeup, not VIPKID makeup, I use it on upper and lower. When I teach, I use a different upper eyeliner. I use Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. And this is a decent product, but if you actually wear it all day, be careful, it does flake off and sometimes get under your eye. So I can wear it for a few hours of teaching, and that's about it. But I like that nice sharp line I can get with the brush tip. All right, and one thing, if you have like lots of red, I'm not too bad. I do have allergies, but if you have a lot of red on your waterline, I would recommend filling in your waterline with one of two eyeliners. The first one being a nude colored eyeliner that matches your skin. This is the Wonder Pencil by NYX. You can use this as a concealer or an eyeliner. And you can put that sort of on your waterline to cover it up, or you can use white if you feel like you need to make the whites of your eyes look even whiter. And I would put this on the waterline and then put a regular color eyeliner underneath your waterline, kind of on your lash line. And then I finish off with mascara. I use two different mascaras, not at the same time, but interchangeably, depends on my mood, because I'm trying to phase out this one. They're Real by Benefit, and I love this mascara. I've been using it for ages, but it's really expensive. Here in France, it's even more expensive than it is in the States. So I'm trying to find a product that I like just as much and that's cheaper. So the reason why I like this so much is mostly because of the brush. The formula is okay, but the brush is pretty cool. Yep. And I found something similar at NYX. We have a new NYX in our city. So this is Stacked Lush Lashes Mascara. And the brush is similar, the formula is even similar. The brush is a little bit different. It doesn't have the spikes on the end, and it's got a long side and a short side. So sometimes I poke my eye with this thing, so just buyer beware. So I don't love it as much as Benefit, but the price, this I think was 12 euros. Versus 35 euros. So big difference. So yeah, so those are the eyes. I don't color in my brows. I know it's super popular right now, but I personally don't care for it. And I have yet to find a really good brow color inner that works for my skin tone and my brow color. But my bangs kind of cover up my brows a little bit, so I don't have to worry about that. And my cheeks. My blush is actually rubbed off a little bit today, especially on this side. But I use another Makeup Revolution product. This is the Blush Palette Blush Goddess. I don't think it's a little repetitive, but this has 4 matte colors and 4 highlighters. And I wear this one and this one, and they look really light in the camera, but they're actually quite dark on the skin. So I don't have my brush blush in here, but I'll just show you. Here, let me do this one. So it's not that dark. I always feel like I'm putting it on much darker than it comes out on camera, so don't be afraid to double up the blush. If you want to use anything sparkly or shimmery in your makeup look, you could use a highlighter, especially if you want to define cheekbones. But again, I don't recommend it very much. I've worn a highlighter a few times in classes, and I just feel like my face looks so shiny. I do like highlighters, but I don't think you need them for teaching. You don't really need any makeup for teaching, but you know. So then my lips, I use a lip liner. I highly recommend you use a lip liner. This is pink. This is another NYX product, surprise, surprise. Hopefully my camera will focus at any moment now. There we go. Slide on, glide on, stay on. Definitely a turn on, waterproof, extreme color lip liner. And I don't actually like the product packaging. I like the formula, but it's like a sharpenable PVC, which is a type of plastic, and it's really hard to sharpen, and then you have to sharpen it all the time. So I think I'm going to end up going through this lip liner in a month or two. It goes really fast because you have to sharpen it every other day, and then with the PVC it pokes. So I'm going to look for another lip liner. I like the way it wears. I love the color, but it's not perfect. And lips. So I want to talk about lipstick. Some people have recommended that you wear red lipstick in your VIPKID classroom. If you are into makeup, you probably aren't watching this video anyway, but if you are, you probably already know what red lipstick looks good on you. But if you're watching this because you're not that versed in makeup, I want to warn you about red lipsticks. First of all, a lot of people wear the wrong color red for their skin tone. And red comes in different colors. You've got a red with a blue undertone, a red with an orange undertone, a red with a pure red undertone. So based on what looks best on your skin is kind of be what kind of red you should wear. For example, does the orange, the VIPKID orange, look good on you? For me, yes. Orange is like my color. It's kind of strange. It's the most flattering color on me, luckily, so it works good for the job. So I know that I could use a reddish lipstick. Now, sorry, an orangish red lipstick or a yellow red lipstick. Blue red, not so much. A little bit depends on how much other makeup I'm wearing. Like if I'm putting on stage makeup, then I definitely want to go that route. But pure red can sometimes look a little bit garish on me, so I just have to be really careful. So be really careful with your red lipstick. I don't really recommend that's where you go when you're first trying lipsticks for this job, okay? I'm not actually wearing red lipstick today. It looks red on camera, close to red, but it's not red. Oh, and another thing about red lipstick is that it can make your teeth look yellow. So really pay attention to that. Hold up like a white piece of paper and your red lipstick and kind of hold it up next to your skin, next to the piece of paper, and if it makes your teeth look more yellow, luckily this doesn't, if it makes your teeth look more yellow, don't buy it. So I am wearing today, I know it says Rouge Edition, but that's, they call lipstick Rouge à Lèvres, so it's not actually a red lipstick. It is Bourjois, which is a French brand. I do not know if you can get this in the United States or Canada, but maybe. And this is what it looks like on the back of my hand. So it's in the camera, it looks like a spicy orange. On my lips, spicy orange. In regular lighting, without my camera lighting, it looks more of a mauve colored color. This is color number 5. It Brun Bohème, which I guess is brown bohemian. So it's kind of got a brown to it. Now the splurge is this Christian Dior lipstick that I got for when I was getting married. I wanted really nice makeup. So this is almost the exact same color. It is a dupe. So, well, actually this is a dupe for that. And I can actually hold them up next to each other. They're very, very, very close. The Dior is a little bit more pink in it. Just a touch, and it smells like roses. It's kind of perfumey, so trying to save it. They both have about the same finish, which is not too glossy, not too matte. And look, they're almost the same exact color, except for one. Come on, focus. The Dior one is on the bottom. They're almost exactly the same. Sometimes I want to go a little bit more pink, and I wear this lip stain, which I don't like the formula, but I like the color, especially when paired with the lip liner I'm wearing. This one is definitely more pink. And they're all kind of in the same family though, if you look at the back of my hand. This one's obviously... So my webcam, I use a Logitech. Doesn't pick up the pink tones as much. They just tend to look red or orange. So that's why I was kind of warning you about the red lipstick, is that, you know, maybe you don't need to go as bold as a red lipstick. Maybe something like this is going to show up well on the camera, and look flattering on you as well. That's the key. I finished my look off with a mattifying powder. Highly recommend this because, like I said, shine can just be really distracting. I use Neutrogena Shine Control Powder, and I'm almost out and I can't find it here in France. I haven't found any Neutrogena products. So you can see, oh, it's so sad. I hope I have more, but it's very fair, goes on invisible. Love it. And I've been using it for ages. And then I found this as a replacement. I actually bought this in the States, but I think I can get it here, to Maybelline Master Fix. And this is a matte setting powder. It is pure white, so it doesn't even have a hint of color like the other one has in it. I don't want it to spill. One trick with this, if you buy something like a loose powder, when you're putting on your eyeshadow, be very careful that the little pieces, the crumbs, eyeshadow crumbs, don't fall under here because they're going to make your under eye circles look bigger, especially if you try to kind of smudge them away. So what you can do is you take your blush brush and you dab it in the powder, and then you take the powder really thickly and go bloop, 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 kind of just so you have this really thick, almost disgusting thing of powder on. Apply your eyeshadow, and the little pieces of eyeshadow are going to fall down and they're going to collect on the powder that you put on your face, not the skin. So then when you're done doing your eye makeup, you just go and kind of brush it away. Be very careful not to brush too hard, like don't push it in and go. Kind of brush it away, and you won't have any little black things underneath your eyes. So that's a great tip. I'm so happy I learned that tip. And then you can finish your face with the powder, and it works perfectly. So that's everything. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I am going to link to some products in case you're interested in checking them out for yourself. And when all else fails, there are tons of great beauty tutorials on YouTube and lots of resources online. And so just have fun and play around with it. Okay, take care. See you next time.